Hello, my dear students. These are the day of difficulties. All the people are facing the COVID-19 problem, and due to that, we have started online teaching. And today we would start new chapter, that is philosophy and its aspects. As we know well that for the problems and solutions of education, we need philosophy as a platform, that is a foundation paper that solves many of the problems of education. That's why this paper is very necessary. To start, the content is as follows, that is the general definition, which has been divided into two different senses, commonly known as popular sense and technical sense, followed by the very speciality of philosophy that through which we would solve our problems, that are the aspects of philosophy. One is speculative philosophy, that is the primary aspect of philosophy. Another is prescriptive philosophy, through which we prescribe some value to our actions. And the last one is the critical philosophy, critical or analytic philosophy. So far as definition of philosophy is concerned, gentlemen, the word philosophy frequently causes a feeling of apprehension in the average man and even in the average student. Both believe that it deals with mysterious matters far removed from everyday life, and that it traffics in ideas which only the brilliant few are capable of understanding. Such apprehension causes the average man and the average student to close his mind firmly against philosophy. But it is not so. The word philosophy comes from the ancient Greek noun, which literally means love of wisdom. You know well what do we mean by wisdom. It is the quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment, the quality of being wise. You can understand easily how wise you are just thinking over your actions and your thinking patterns. Philosophy is the study of general and fundamental problems such as those connected with reality, existence, knowledge, values, reason, mind, and language, etc. Philosophy covers all these things. There are many more things that through which you can ruminate over, and you can understand whatever before you is real or not. Is it exist? The things exist or something else. So through philosophy, you can speculate many things. To clarify our minds about philosophy, we have subdivided it into two senses. These are the common and technical senses. Common and popular sense. Popularly, philosophy is taken to refer to one's attitude to life, which is as a result of one's assumptions, beliefs, attitudes, and prejudices to things. In this sense, everyone has his own likes, dislikes, prejudices as a result of one's own experiences, upbringing, and background. In this sense, everyone has his own philosophy of life, which guides and directs how he conducts himself. The statements like honesty is the best policy, punctuality is the soul of business, no condition is permanent, etc., embody personal philosophy or common sense philosophy. In the technical sense, in its technical sense, philosophy is characterized by logical, consistent, and systematic thinking, so as to reach conclusions that are sound, coherent, and consistent in all their parts. To philosophize, therefore, is to engage in a strenuous activity of thought and to pursue it with no other aim than to satisfy the questions of human mind. Under this technical sense of word, philosophy conceived as action, as content, and as attitude. There are three parameters through which you can understand it. As activity, it involves analyzing, speculating, synthesizing, prescribing, or even criticizing issues. As content, it involves those issues that make up our course of study. And as attitude, it refers to the distinctive attributes or dispositions which are often required in doing philosophy. These are the general things of philosophy. Now we are moving towards some more distinctive features through which we understand the whole life actions and the thinking patterns, and whatever is surrounding or whatever is before our eyes. The first is the speculative thinking, speculative philosophy. In the first place, speculative philosophy is the mode of philosophy which systematically speculates about and upon all things. This mode of speculation is limitless as it deals with the real as well as the abstract. Primarily, before speculative philosophy is interested in the search for order, wholeness, and linkages in the realm of experience. Speculative philosophy means the entire universe is before you and you try to understand how and why these things exist, whether the existence are real or something else, whether it is simply the figment of our imagination. That's why we speculate each and everything. It may be the real thing or it may be the abstract. The second is the prescriptive philosophy, which seeks to set standards, grounds, or criteria for the judgment of values, conduct, and art. You value things which you encounter, either you have seen the things or you think. You prescribe some value. That's why it is known as prescriptive philosophy. It seeks to establish the objectivity or subjectivity of concepts such as good and bad, right and wrong, beautiful and ugly. Gentlemen, whatever comes before you, you try to accept it as either a very nice thing or it is a very bad thing. So you have how you decide the thing is a beautiful. That it is the prescription through which we assign value. In other words, do these qualities adhere in things themselves, or are they mere projections of individual mind? And the last one is the critical or analytic philosophy. Critical or analytic philosophy is concerned with the meaning of words such as education, teaching, learning, intelligence, indoctrination, freedom, authority, and curriculum, etc. There are many more things through to which you analyze how it appears, why, and is there some meaning for us or not. In order to separate them into components, it endeavors to show where appropriate and how inconsistencies may come into logical presentation of matter through the use of certain words. Analytic philosophy also examines issues and problems such as falling standard of education, equal educational opportunity, bridging the gap between educationally advantaged and disadvantaged people. Gentlemen, these were the general description of philosophy in its aspects, and the next time we would learn more things. but there is a break of 5 minutes. After that, I would invite questions, and then we will move to next level. Okay.